Welcome back to RealVacantLand.com. This is Luke Smith, and I got a property that you don't want to buy. This one looks like it's in the floodplain, but it's on a creek. So if you really want a property on a creek, take a look at this. Land by a creek, $599. The more I research this one, I think the more I'm open to offers. So please feel free to make me an offer on this one. Let's take a look at it. You got to have some nerve to go live on the creek, because when it rains, hurricane comes through and sits over top of your head for a couple hours or a day or two, creek's gonna swell. Let's take a look at this picture behind me. I was putting the presentation together and went, oh no. Let's take a look at this one. So here we go. So I got some maps. You can see where the property's at. This is in Ouachita County. I'm not sure I'm saying that right. Ouachita County, Arkansas. It's 0.26 acres. And so we got some maps of where the property is from Walmart. Doesn't seem like it's very far from Walmart. It's like 2 miles to the nearest Walmart center. It's Arkansas. You're always close to Walmart, right? So here's a picture of it from above in the trees. There's a bunch of trees here. This road extends out this way, so you have to go chop some trees down to get your driveway back to the property. And the stream is like right on the other side. So you're in between like where you put your driveway and the stream. But if you look at it, nobody else built down here, probably because of the flood. And we're going to go do some street view over here and look at previous flood damage. And so this is in the floodplain, but it's on a creek. So if you go engineer around it, I mean, you could, I don't believe there's much of any building inspections or zoning or code and all that kind of stuff here. I think you could build whatever you want. I'm not 100% sure about that. Please call the county, call planning and zoning if you can find one in Ouachita County. Call everybody you can and ask them. But I think if you built on stilts or if you built up off the ground or higher blocks or something, you could probably engineer around this and get a nice cheap property on the stream because of it. You just got to have the nerve to go do it. So looking at this, there's a couple lots here on the end that haven't been built, and but the ones right next to it have. I mean, these neighbors got houses there and they're going for it and they're nice looking. We'll go do street view pretty soon and take a look at them. These are pictures from the road on the other side of the woods. So I'll show you where these are in a sec too. So this is the woods, like the back side of the woods. So if you went hiking through that woods and through the creek and then to the other side of the creek, you'd be to the property. So here's another shot from the road on the back side. There's a power line there. So yeah, so that's the main road on the back side. So the name of this creek is Wadley Branch, I believe. And if you look at the map, I mean, the thing winds all over the place. So I don't really know where the creek is in these trees because I've never been there. So you might want to go there and look under the trees and see where the creek is. There might be a good chunk of land underneath these trees that you could build on, or it could just be a muck hole that you sink right into and you just want to run the other way. So you just got to go in there and take a look at it and see what it is. These satellite pictures, I mean, it's just showing the trees, right? So trees, 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 trees. You can go look at all these pictures on RealVacantLand.com. If you go to the link in the description below, it'll take you back to the website and you can take a look at it. So here is the map of the property, and I'm going to blow this sucker up and we're going to take a look at it. We're going to jump into it. We're going to jump into the map and go for a swim. So this property this is the road over here that those pictures were taken from, looking back this way. And I was saying if you go through the woods and through the creek, you'd be at the property. So here's the property. So we're going to look at it from this side. I think it's more exciting because you're going to see some flood damage over here and you're going to see the woods that you'd want to build a driveway through. I mean, you probably just pile up the gravel high enough and you're just fine. Maybe put some culverts in there. I'm sure the right person can go pull this off if you go in there with the right attitude. So let's take this Google guy, let's drop him on the street and let's take a look. So this is the neighborhood. The neighborhood's got houses. It looks like that one's got a satellite dish. So I don't know if there's cable internet there or cable TV or not. I don't see satellite dishes on every house. Maybe it's just maybe they just wanted it. There's trash cans out front. It looks like the kind that the trash company would throw in the back, with a mechanical arm style. So I'm guessing there's good trash service here. I don't see mailboxes. Yeah, the mailboxes are hanging on the house actually. So the mailman's old school. I mean, they're walking up to every house and dropping off the mail. You probably get to know their name and their kids and everything here. These people have a mailbox out at the end of their driveway. It's a little bit more modern. They've got driveways and they're moving in, going for it. This one's got an air conditioner on the side of the house. They might have an air conditioner here too. And it looks like they got their garden set up and they're ready to go. So here's the street. Here's the extension of the street. I'm going to zoom back a little bit. You can see there's houses over here. There's a fire hydrant here, so you probably water's not going to be a problem. So the street is covered over by what looks like an old flood, like mud and grass and stuff is growing back in where the dirt came over the street. So that street, if it kept going, it'd go to your property. So you'd have to like extend out that street. You probably just load gravel in there and build it up a little higher, and drive on that. And you can see some nice big trees, solid trees are back in there. So that's your property back in there. So those trees, their roots are holding in the ground and they're not falling over like they're in the muck when it, when the wind blows, right? So it gives me some more hope that there's some solid ground back in there. And so this is a neighborhood. This is what it looks like. People are taking care of their lawns, they're cutting the grass, and just basic houses in the area. And you could be back here, extend the street out, put your place down by the stream. So let's zoom out. Let's take a look at it from another way. So let's jump into the map. So here's the road, here's the houses, here's, like, I don't know how accurate this map is of where the stream is, but it shows the stream going, just clipping the northwest corner of the property. You're really going to have to go back in there and walk around the property to see. And then I don't believe all the rest of this is staked out. It's just, there's like a little bit of land above it, and then there's this land. So, I mean, you could really get your own place back here in the woods on the stream if you figure out how to engineer against the flood danger. If you want to go for it, there's a buy it now button there, $599. Or feel free to make me an offer on this one, just because of the flood idea. So the elevation, 122 foot. There's GPS coordinates. So if you walk each one of these GPS coordinates, put them in your phone, go from spot to spot, you can go walk around the whole property. You can see how much of it's in the water or not. And then it's lot 11 in the country club, block 3. Yeah, taxes are about $16 a year. I wish taxes were always that easy. $16 a year for your land. So Walmart's about 6 minutes away. It's like 2 miles or whatever. Here's a high school 6 miles away. Here's a post office. Post office 5 minutes away. Here's a health, smallish hospital that's 4 minutes away, and go get some stitches or something. First Baptist Church is just 5 minutes away. There's a bunch of churches in the area to choose from. So I wanted to pull up the floodplain. So here I pulled up, here's the property on the floodplain map. So this dark blue, this square over here is the property. And this color that behind here, that's like a federally recognized floodway. Like that stuff floods. The feds say, that floods, and good luck getting insurance there. Like, insurance companies don't want to insure houses that are in this blue stuff. And so there's a couple houses in the blue stuff over here. There's a couple houses in the blue stuff over here. These maps were probably published later on, after the houses were built. And so it just makes it harder and harder to use these properties. So that's, full disclosure, this thing is in the federal floodway. And, but it's on a stream. I mean, you can still see the stream right there. A lot of these properties are in the normal flood path or 100-year flood path. That whole neighborhood looks like it'll flood at some time if you give it enough time. So there's a property, $400 or $599 or best offer, and on a stream. If you're interested in this one, please do some due diligence first and then go for it. It's Luke Smith, RuralVacantLand.com, bringing another property. Hopefully you like this one, or maybe you throw some comments down below and say how crazy it is to buy something in a flood path. But, taxes are dirt darn cheap, and someone out there is going to want to live on a stream, right? So thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. It's Luke Smith, RuralVacantLand.com. See you in the next one.